And really this tonight is about the people that we are recognizing. And with those recognitions, I want to take this opportunity to introduce to you this evening the members of my chamber board who are here this evening, who also, without their assistance, I could not do this. So if you could please hold your applause until I introduce them all. Mr. Tony Sullivan, State Farm Insurance, if you could please stand. Ms. Jessica Fuentes from Ventura County Credit Union. Ms. Marissa Vanderwick from the Courtyard Marriott, formerly of the Holiday Inn Express Port Hueneme. And Ms. Dawn Hamilton from Ventura County Adult Education. Thank you so much for you guys being here this evening. We actually have two members of our board. Yes, thank you. Thank you. We have two members of our board that I want to recognize a little bit more because they are either transitioning or preparing to transition off. But before I do that, I would be remiss, as I was just noted in introducing Captain Glenn Hubbard, who is our military liaison. Please stand up, Captain Hubbard. Thank you so much. Keeping out of trouble with Captain Yankee. And I appreciate that dearly. So if I could ask Will Berg and Marissa Vanderwick to please come to the stage. Okay, so unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, and from 2014 to 2017, Marissa answered the call of duty in the chamber and helped support me and our community by serving on the board. So just as a small token of gratitude, thank you so much for all you've done for our community and helping to promote business and thrive in the Port Hueneme. This one's a little different. So Will gave up his seat on the board to go to bigger and better things and be on city council. And I think our city is and will be better for it. But from 2005 through 2016, Will has been a member of the board of directors of the Port Hueneme Chamber of Commerce. And Donna, who unfortunately, Donna Lacayo, who could not be here this evening, has taken his place on the board. She has big shoes to fill. So for those of you that have not heard the official word, Will is actually retiring in how many days? 30. This year, he's still going to be around, so thank you, Will, so much for your service. I appreciate it.
Now I can start a real job.
I think I have the easiest job tonight. Who hasn't been to Anna Cappuccino? There you go. Then you all know that this is the nerve center of Port Hueneme. This is our version of Cheers, where everybody knows everybody's name. They also know everybody's stories. If you want to find out who's put out a bounty for a cheating spouse, go to Anna Cappuccino. You'll get it firsthand. Now, I was told not to read the bio. You've got it. The person that I'm going to introduce, and why don't I bring her up now, Jessica Lamb. Jessica is the owner-operator of Anna Cappuccino. The bio says it all. She's had an interesting adventure from Peru, travel agency work, and eventually landed here to our good fortune in Port Hueneme. Now, this is something you won't find in the bio, and I have to thank you, Jessica. You contributed to my election and you didn't even know it. You know how you did that? I can't tell you how many mornings I spent on your patio with my kitchen cabinet as they talked me down from the ceiling. And guess what? Here I am. I'm the mayor. I hope you're satisfied. Because if you aren't, you're responsible. So, needless to say, we are so proud to have Jessica as part of our community. She brings true meaning to what we are, the friendly city by the sea, And so it's with my great pleasure to say thank you and congratulations. Can I have
Okay. So, not very good at speaking. Thank you. I'm very honored. Thank you to the chamber. Thank you to my family and friends and all of you guys for your support through the years. 13.5 years is a long time, so I'm very happy to be part of Wainimi, and thank you. You gotta go through the door.
Thank you. There's so many things that we could say about Larry and Roberta. Not necessarily from Wainimi. Larry, born in Oregon, grew up in Kansas City, but then went to the Navy, right, Larry? Where are you, Larry? There you are, Navy, right? And if you want to hear stories about the Navy, just go to Etta Cappuccino's any morning, and you can sit with Larry, and he'll go on and on and on. Although Roberta, though, is kind of a Navy. Roberta has been here for, I'm not going to say how long, but she knew Bud Smith. I'll just say that. And she worked with Bud Smith. How many of you have heard that name before in the community? So Roberta was a banker and worked with Bud and has been here in our community for quite some time. Being a community activist, being a community volunteer, being part of the community like they are, really takes a special gift. It takes a knack. It was only a couple of years ago that Larry and Roberta were approached about taking over the Port Wainimi Museum, not library, museum. And, you know, it was kind of a thankless job back then. Nobody was sure how it was going to turn out. In my experience here in Ventura County, I've seen the museums in Ventura, Santa Paula, I've seen the museum in Ojai, I've seen Oxnard's museum, and other museums throughout the county. No museum is better today than Wainimi Museum, than what you've done for us. It's really fantastic if you haven't been down there to see it yet. There are a few of you. Do yourself a favor. Get down there, please. It's a very special stop. Larry, Roberta, would you please come on up?
What a special occasion. We would also, the Board of Supervisors, would like to present you with this resolution. And thank you for all your time and effort. Thank you for all the time and effort that you have put out for Port Wainimi and all of our constituents. It's very special, and we are fortunate to have you.
First, the non-prepared remarks. I'd like to thank my brother, Richard, and Tracy Downing for coming in from Little Rock, Arkansas, and my special friends, Sam and Karen Reese, for coming in from New Orleans. What I'd like to say is thank you for recognizing Roberta and I for Citizens of the Year for the Chamber of Commerce. I would like to recognize Carmen Nichols, without whose support, advice, and friendly nature, Roberta and I would not be here. Carmen has been the guiding light for all things we have done. Now I'd like to turn it over to Common Sense Roberta, my partner in life.
Anything. And we love our community, and we love trying to make it more interesting. And I'm looking around me, and I see all the successful, distinguished people in my community. Many of you I see frequently, and we love you all, and we appreciate you. And everyone, get up and volunteer.
We have more for you.
It's like trick or treat.
Now, I get to do the honors tonight for the Chairman's Award as the CEO of the Chamber. And being a resident, you know who the Code Compliance Manager is. Hopefully only once. And hopefully it's because you called her and not because she came knocking on your door. And there's challenges to that, and there's benefit to that. And I just want to read a few of the things that we discovered in preparing this award tonight. The reasons why Tama was selected by the Board of Directors for the Chairman's Award. Her many contributions include implementing a citywide parking enforcement program, obtaining the cooperation of commercial property owners to enforce traffic regulations on private property, establishing a crime-free housing program to help rid rental properties of tenant-based problems, addressing highly problematic issues such as hoarding and illegal occupancies, enforcing property maintenance laws to enhance the outward appearance of properties throughout the city, assisting the police and fire departments on public safety matters that occur after normal business hours, and serving, that's what you get for not fully reading. You know we're about to go with this, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Serving as a hooker undercover operations with the Waimea and Oxnard Police Departments. Mental note, read it through, don't be shocked in front of your guests. Tam, on behalf of the Board of Directors, thank you for your service. Thank you for all you've done, not just as the Chamber of Commerce to help promote a better Waimea for our business owners, but for our citizens. And as a citizen, as a resident, I'm sorry if I offended anybody, but poor Waimea is this hidden little gem. And if we could just get people to drive 7 miles off the freeway, whew, stand by, because we're going places. So thank you, Tama, for your service, and congratulations. Yeah, please.
This is a happy hooker. What I will tell you for the current mayor and for all those that have been mayor in the past, one of my undercover hooker stings with Oxnard PD, I did in fact, one of my Johns was an ex-mayor from the city of Oxnard. It was Oxnard, it was not Wayne. Yeah, I started my career with the police department. As I like to say, I'm not sure why they hired me. I never passed a written test, but clearly they saw something. It was a great time back then. I loved the police department, but not enough to make it full time, and that's okay. And I was lucky enough to be hired in code enforcement by my now husband, who wasn't my husband then.
Let me get this straight. You were a hooker, and then you married the boss?
And we all lived happily.
Not healthy, not healthy.
We all lived happily ever after. Yes, and code enforcement is definitely a thankless job. But the city of Port Wainimi is really lucky leaders that they've had over the past 40 years. I had mentioned to Interim Chief Alberts that I think I'm now like 5 chiefs in, and numerous city managers, council members, city staff. It's just been, it's been a pleasure to put together the PAD program, which is the public access defibrillator. We have defibrillators now in city buildings, and to put that, teach the police department, teach public works, Fred, who, by the way, you're awesome, Fred. Thank you. You certainly helped me out on quite a few occasions. It's just, this is kind of like the icing on the cake of 40 years of service. So thank you all.
Well, the words that you have all anxiously waited to hear, that concludes our official presentations for the evening.